Hey, it's Laura Stylez from the Hot 94.
On your hot 9-7 every day, that's my work.
Hey guys, welcome to Improper Etiquette.
Hey, Laura, I want to talk to you about your podcast, Improper Etiquette, which I love. You're doing it with our girl, Leah McSweeney.
Yeah, Leah McSweeney of Married to the Mom.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like, how did that start? What are you hoping to say and do with the podcast?
It's actually my favorite project right now because it's super honest, and I feel like our conversations with Leah have always been that, right? I love Leah. I love Leah for her honesty and for her transparency. Like, she's just, it's really what you see is what you get. And with me, I work on terrestrial radio, so I can only be as honest to a certain extent. I mean, I have to remember that I'm talking to mothers that are driving their kids to school every day. So to me, it's definitely a like a passion project that I had a lot of people that would tell me, God, you should always do a podcast, like a real honest one. There's no like podcasts that are as open and real as you are. So I said, let me give it a shot, right? So I gave it a shot with Leah, and Leah really wanted to do it. So I was like, all right, cool. We recorded one, and we got so much feedback off of it. And now people in the street stop me, and I was in Toronto for OVO Fest, and I had like guys come up to me telling me, this is my favorite podcast right now. So it's cool. It's just really honest talk, and we talk about everything. But we're so honest to the point where it's like I have girls, but like I don't feel so weird anymore. Whether it's we talk about porn or crazy habits or relationships, or we pretty much like are listener driven because we have like emails and people hit us up with their problems, and it's not like we're like an advice column, though we have like a segment that is, but we literally talk about our lives and things that we go through, and the connection with us and our audience has been growing. And it's so funny because I have so many men that email me or tweet me or send me direct messages telling us like, you guys are my little secret, like I hide you, like I'm like a fly in a wall in a girl's conversation. And let me tell you something, guys love listening to girls' conversations, okay, whether they want to admit it or not. And a lot of these motherfuckers who email me I'm like, stop keeping us a secret. Because I have a construction worker who emails me, and it's so funny because he said that he would listen to the podcast like in his headphones. And one day when everybody was out to like lunch, it was blasting on the speakers, and then he said like 5 of them came in, and they're like, "What the hell are you listening to?" So he just leaves it on. Now the whole site listens to our podcast weekly.
Oh, that is amazing.
Somewhere in like Minnesota or something. I don't know. It's super random. So it's pretty cool. I love it. I'm trying to keep it just women, and I want to give women a platform to be honest about their journeys, and and I'm not even trying to exist in the hip hop space. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to make it celebrity driven. I just want it to be real, honest conversation. So whether it's one of my best friends that comes on, which she has, we have a Lady Shells episode where she's like openly like gay, and she talks about her escapades. And whether it's Leah's sister, or like we just got my girlfriend Dasha Polanco, who's on Orange is the New Black. She was up at Hot 97 shooting, and she just popped in and went in. Was very open about. I'm sure it was a side of her that no one ever heard before. Or Ebro just busting in the last one, which I didn't necessarily want to, but he ended up being great.
There's a lot of sex talk.
Yeah.
I feel like, do you think? It's like, in a way, it's funny because Ebro told a sex-related story.
And you never hear Ebro talk about that, openly. Because we don't really have a platform, to be honest, like that. That brutally honest.
Yeah.
Because it's really unedited. We go in and we just press record, and I let it go. So one thing about it, I never edit it. I'm like, just let it go. Whether you hear people come in and out. And honestly, I learned that from Cypher Sounds and Rosenberg, from their Juan Epstein podcast, which I love, and I used to pop up every now and then. They're super honest, and I think that's what people love because they feel like they connect with them on a more human level than a segment, you know what I mean, like on the radio. So I learned that from them. And essentially, I was like, that's the type of podcast that I would want to do. And now I have this little seed that we planted, and I'm watching it grow, and I don't know. I just want to continue it, man. I have such a good time, like recording it. It's my favorite thing that I'm doing right now.
That's very cool.
And I'm telling you, it's so gratifying when I have people in the street that come up to me and tell me that they love the podcast. So it's pretty cool.